Okay, so when you're ready to take your celestial observations to the next level, here's how you do it. First, I'm going to show you the low-tech version. Right now, looking at the moon, it's hard to see, so I'm going to zoom in. It's right there in between those trees. So the question is, what direction do I have to look in to see that moon? And anything else, like my information, like longitude, latitude, elevation, all that stuff, I can look that up. The time, so what I really just need to know is the direction. And there's two aspects to that. One is what's called the azimuth, like as I move this way around the horizon, what direction do I have to look in? North, south, northeast, how many degrees, that kind of stuff. That's azimuth, okay? And then altitude is how many degrees above or below the horizon that I have to look. So I need to determine those two numbers. So here's the low-tech version. What I do is I get my compass, and I already have my compass set so that it's set up for north. And then what I need to know to determine my azimuth is what direction I need to look in. So I have this protractor, and I can set it on top of the compass and determine what angle it has to go to point under the moon. The only thing there is that this compass is a little hard to read when I put the protractor under it. So what I can do is I can put this other protractor here, and then I line that up with the original compass, you see? And so like north on my compass corresponds to 0 degrees on this protractor. Okay, so now I can put the other protractor on top of this one. Let me zoom out a little bit. That makes it easier. Okay, so I put that one on top, and then I just have to angle this, and I determine through observation, because what direction do I have to look in to see that moon? And I determined that I had to look like this in order to see it. And so I looked up that number. Where did it line up on here? And the number came out to 290. So that's 290 degrees. 0 degrees, which is the same as 360, that's here. So it's just shy of north. So this is actually northwest, a little bit northwest, but it's northwest. Okay, so that gives me my first number. My azimuth is 290 degrees. Okay, and then the next thing is I need to look at my altitude. Well, this kind of protractor can give you that because it's got this, you see this other thing that you can put here to determine the altitude. It's tricky because you have to get right behind it and look directly as you have this thing on there. You have to look directly at the thing, and I had to crawl down in these jungle plants in order to look at it. Hopefully none of them are allergenic. So I determined that the angle was something like 35 degrees. That was a little while ago, and it probably moved since then, but that's basically this angle here. So it was 35 degrees above the horizon. So I got the two numbers. So the to get are 290 degrees and 35 degrees. Okay, so that is the low-tech way to do it. There's also a high-tech way that you can do it. You can install an app on your phone, and these apps are kind of new and they're pretty cool. On an Android, you can put on a thing called Angle Cam. Maybe that's on the iPhone too. But there's different apps. You can look it up. And basically what it allows you to do is it gives you it's a camera. You can take pictures and video, and while you're looking in the screen, it shows you some text, and the text is a readout of all the important data. It'll tell you your current longitude, latitude, elevation, and also it'll tell you the azimuth and altitude that your camera's pointing right then. And I just got this, so I'm still kind of getting to know the particulars, but basically the idea is that when you take your photo or video, it stamps that information so that you have that available to you. And so then you've got everything you need for an observation, but I kind of enjoy doing the low-tech version too. So it's like whatever works for you. Okay, so that's it.